Hello and welcome to today's class. We're going to work on used to and how to express habits in the past. Used to has a very simple structure as it is basically a past simple with a regular verb. So in the affirmative form, as we have seen in class, you will use the ed to make the past of use. So, and the verb, the main verb that conveys the meaning, will go in infinitive as it follows to. So as a past simple, in the negative form, you will use the auxiliary didn't, and no longer need the d in used to, because did already tells you that this is a past. For example, he didn't used to go to bed early. Happens the same with the interrogative. With the auxiliary did, you no longer use the d. Did you used to have fun at school? And then the answers, as you know, because we answer with the auxiliary we ask with, yes, subject did if it is affirmative, no, subject didn't if it is negative. As you can see, this is a very easy structure, as it has no changes whatsoever in the main verb. Now, what is the use of the expression used to? We use this expression to talk about habits I had in the past, but I no longer have. What does this mean? Habits in the past are things that I usually did in the past, but I have dropped for whatever reason. So nowadays, I no longer do these activities. For example, when I was 4, I used to play with dolls, but now that I am 15, now that I'm 30, I no longer do that. Right? So it is a habit that you had in the past, but nowadays you just dropped it, right? Can we talk about habits in the past with other structures? Yes, we can. For example, if we use used to, that's the structure we are working with in this unit, it means that, for example, the sentence last year I used to go climbing, it means last year I went climbing with certain frequency. But nowadays, I no longer do that. I don't go climbing anymore. Whereas we can use would to talk about habits in the past. Would, as you know, is a modal verb, and that can convey the same meaning. My parents would buy presents for everyone at Christmas. So what is the difference? If I can use used to and would, then how do I know when to use one or the other? Well, when we use would, it means that they had the habit of buying presents, but we don't know whether they still do it or not, right? We don't know if it is a habit that exists nowadays, or whether they have dropped it. They just don't give us that information. You give that information you used to, you specifically convey that you no longer do that activity. But when you use would, you just hide that information because it's not interesting, because you don't want to give it, whatever. So used is also used in other structures that are interesting that you know, because what we have already seen in class. As we have seen with used to, we talk about habits in the past. As this is an example we have already explained. Then we have get used to, which refers to habits you are acquiring. That is, you are in the process of making yours. For example, the cities use busy, but, sorry, there's a mistake there, but you get used to the noise, right? It's a habit you're acquiring, not necessarily a good habit. Be used to refers to habits you have already acquired. The city is busy, but I am used to the noise. I am no longer acquiring it, I have already acquired it. I'm used to the noise, so it doesn't bother me. Why are these two last structures important? Because we have seen the verbs and expressions that are followed by infinitive or verb with ing. And these two last structures are always followed by verb ended in ing. I am getting used to waking up early. I am used to waking up early, right? So this is important for you to bear in mind when we are working with gerund or infinitive. As you can see in the two first examples, you don't need the ing because there is no verb. But in the second two, as you have a verb following these expressions, you need to use the ing. So to finish with this video, here you have a little bit of practice. Just complete the sentences with used to and the verbs in brackets, and we will discuss them in class. If you have any questions, it's very easy, so I'm sure you'll just ace it. Hope it helped. See you in class. Bye.